So, you're thinking about moving from Jersey to Delaware? Let's talk about that. Welcome to Sun, Sand, and Sold. I'm Rich Cooper. I'm a real estate agent for Patterson Schwartz in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. We're going to go looking at some real numbers and real houses today and compare North Jersey and sort of South Jersey to the Sussex County area of Delaware. Delaware is only divided into 3 counties, and Sussex is the bottom county. So we're going to take a look at homes in 2 places in New Jersey and 2 places in Delaware, both about the same price. And we're going to see what we have. So let me tell you a little bit about Delaware in case you don't know about it, and what might the differences be from New Jersey. Well, first thing I think I want to talk about, a lot of people don't want to move away from family from Jersey. So the good thing about Delaware, it's truly not that far. It depends. If your family lives in South Jersey, you can probably get there within 2 hours if you live in Sussex County. If they're in North Jersey, you have to figure about 4 hours. My family's from North Jersey. I was raised in North Jersey, and I do go back. So I don't mind the drive. It's really not that bad. The turnpike's a little boring, but that's the way it goes. Hey, I'm retired. I also do real estate, so I usually have plenty of time on my hands to go north. What else? Well, if you live in Sussex County, you're never really far from either the Delaware Bay or the Atlantic Ocean, depending on time of year, of course. We do get a lot of tourists here from New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, and D.C. especially. So Route 1 can be a bit challenging on the weekends in the summer, but besides that, it's not that bad. Also, if you're a local, you know the back roads and you know the times to go. So that's important. Some of the more fundamental things dealing with money. The first one is that we have no sales tax. And you see, well, that's not really that big of a deal, but it is if you think about all the things that you bought during the year and take 7% of it, and that's what you paid. Here, no sales tax on anything at all, period, full stop. The other thing that I think is the most important, to be honest with you, is the property taxes. They're approximately 1/10 of New Jersey's. Yes, 1/10. I often show people houses here and they look at the monthly property tax bill, the yearly tax bill, and think it's not that bad of a monthly tax bill, when in actuality, that's the whole year. Just to give you an example, I live in a 2,400 square foot home on a 1/4 acre in Millsboro, Delaware, and I pay about $800 a year in property taxes. So that's pretty good. What else? Okay. Delaware does not tax you on your Social Security income. Other things like 401ks, pensions, and things of that sort, yes, you are, but not your Social Security. Also, it's an interesting thing that I didn't even realize. Recently, I had some clients from New Jersey, and they mentioned how good the roads were. And that made me think about it. In general, the infrastructure in Delaware is very good. So, the roads are good. It's just something I never really thought about. So, I've been here since 2010. So, we have good roads. We really do. Also, that leads me to the next point. The reason we have good roads is because they never get salted. And that's because we almost never get snow or below freezing temperatures. The winters here are much milder. I can only compare it to North Jersey, which we would get 2-3 weeks of just brutal winter with lots of snow. And here, you get a snowstorm and pretty much it's gone the next day if you get anything, 1 or 2 inches. So it is a milder climate for winter. For those that want all 4 seasons, but don't want the winter too extreme, this is a pretty good choice. I mean, we are so close to the water, which is why it's very temperate. So the average temperature, I think, in the area in January is 45. Now, that sounds really good, but, it also means it can get cold and then it warms up. But the average is 45 in January. So I think that's pretty good. Anyway, what can I get for my money in Delaware? Is it worth it? Is it worth the move? Moving is a big thing. It's confusing, traumatic. They say it's one of the most traumatic things after the death of a spouse. So, you've got to think about it. But honestly, it's the best thing we ever did moving here. I was paying $10,000 a year in taxes in my little teeny tiny house in Boonton. And it was like giving myself a $9,000 bonus. Excuse me. So we're going to take a look at a house in Boonton, my old home, which I loved dearly. I love the town, and it's a beautiful town, and it's wonderful people. And it's really close to Reservoir Tavern, which has the absolute best Italian food in the world outside of Italy. But I digress. It makes me misty thinking about it. And Jackson, New Jersey, which I chose Jackson because it's not that close to Philadelphia. It's not that close to the shore. It's close enough, but it's not going to influence the price. Anything close to New York City or close to Philadelphia, the prices are going to be much, much higher. So we'll look at Jackson and a couple of towns similar in Delaware. I think Milton and Frankfurt, if I'm not correct. And I shouldn't be because I wrote this script. So let's take a look at and compare some houses in New Jersey and Delaware. First home we're looking at is in Boonton, New Jersey. The price is $649,000. It is 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths on approximately 1/4 acre, and it has a 1-car garage. Its monthly property taxes are $953, which works out to $11,436 a year. The second house is in Jackson, New Jersey for $575,000. It is a larger house, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and 2,600 square feet, and it is paying $741 a month or $8,892 a year. Now let's look at a couple of Delaware homes. We're going to be looking at a home in Milton, Delaware, near Lewes, and very close to the bay, and also in Ocean View, Delaware, near Bethany Beach, also very close to a beach. So our first home is in Ocean View. Ocean View is a beautiful town, and the price of that house is $575,000. You can see the taxes for the year are $901. This also includes your lawn maintenance, a pool, and other amenities. This house is in Milton in Winstone. This house is $478,000, and the property taxes there are $901 a year. Okay, well, that was fun. Uh, Wonder what you thought about it. Give me a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on it. Maybe you're thinking about possibly making the move in the future, and I'd love to hear from you. My phone number is right here. Give me a call. At the end, you'll also see my email address. Call, text, email. But what's most important, I don't know about most, but what's important is please like, subscribe, and comment. I'm trying to build my base. It's pretty good. Want to get bigger. And besides that, thank you so much. And I really appreciate you watching this all the way through. And I will see you at the closing. Bye-bye.